Good time of day, guys. My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of Corpse Party Blood Drive. Last episode was over a fucking week ago. I'm real good at this, I promise. But yeah, last episode we continued chapter 4 and went to a carnival with very, 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 very loud music. It was fun. It was great. It was not at all fucking weird, but whatever. And then I skipped through a hot spring scene or whatever, because I really just wanted to be done recording for the day. It was stupid fucking hot in my room, so I didn't want to read all that shit. The game is real stingy with the save points. I would have saved when I got here. So instead I skipped through and ended the episode. So I know roughly what happens. I know, fucking... what's her name? Sachiko shows up. And that's about it. So, haha, let's read, I guess. As we drew closer to my house, we slowly began to see a strange light illuminating the area around it. And that area was different than what it had looked like this morning, to say the least. There was now a bamboo wall surrounding my home, and most notably, we now had a hot spring. What words are there for situations like this? Flummoxed, maybe? I realize I already read this part, but still. This wasn't here this morning. What the hell is Mochida Springs? Calm down, Satoshi. Let's just go inside and see. Immediately upon opening my front door, however, we were greeted by a sign reading "This way to the natural springs." The Ministry of Defense plans to issue a statement at 1800 hours regarding the massive black orb that's appeared in the skies over Tokyo. But that doesn't matter. It's fan service time. We entered the dressing room, only to find Yuka naked, wearing a towel, because you don't have to say naked. Fucking weird-ass game. I'm gonna rip into you for doing all the fucking weird shit possible in this, okay? Weird choices of words, weird imagery. You know what? I'm getting a sticky note. I'm gonna keep score. Let's see. If you get more than 20 points, you have one right now, then I'm not gonna do anything, but congratulations, you'll have officially fucking sucked ass. And anything with P counts for 5. Welcome home, big brother Naomi. The water's great. Yuka was holding a toy goldfish, a towel, and a small beach ball in her hands. I mean, a beach ball is just fucking random. What are you doing? It's not the question I should have asked, but I was in too much shock for my words to come out the way I meant them to. And Yuka didn't seem to mind. She just smiled back at me, as joyful as I'd ever seen her. Come on, it's amazing! Grabbing one of each of our hands, she slid open the glass door in the back and led us into the Mochida Springs proper that we'd just been hearing so much about. Okay. Do I count this as a point? Probably not. It's not as bad as it could be. I forget what voice I used for Satsuki, though. Jesus. Because that was like 2 years ago. Whatever. Hey, bro! Gotta say, this is one sweet soak. Ooh! There was another girl already soaking in the springs. A young girl, around Yuka's age, sporting a stylish hairdo. Huh? Don't tell me you've never met her before. She's a friend from class. Her name's Satsuki Mizuhara. Nice to meet ya, bro. Now, you be sure to keep your eyes up high, okay? No, okay. That's 2 points. What the hell? Hey, okay, that's 3 points. Bad choices of words, different lines, it gets a point. And I'm not reading any of them because it's fucking stupid game. It was official. Nothing made any sense anymore. No, what in the hell is going on around here? Hang in there, Satoshi. Naomi had grabbed a hold of my shoulders, as if to keep me upright in case I'd suddenly decided to faint. Which, all things considered, was probably a sensible precaution. Isn't this wonderful? Miss Kwan? It's good for your health, plus Sulphur Springs help ward off evil spirits, so it's win-win. I asked them to have everything built by noon, and as you can see, they delivered. My company's construction division is quite resourceful, wouldn't you say? How can you do something like this without asking permission first? I pointed my finger at her in an accusatory manner, as was the style at the time. What? What do you mean at the time? Fucking... Well now, welcome home, Satoshi, and the same to you, Naomi. I'd give fucking like every fucking female character in anything over the age of like 23, I give that voice, I swear to God. Or I should say over the age of 30, assuming Kwan's not like 28 or something. She might be. She's probably Shishido's age, so like 24, 25, 26, right? I don't know. Either way. Oh, thanks for having me. I hope I'm not intruding. Suddenly, I found myself shuddering down to my core as my mom... Okay. Yeah, I don't know why that would make you shudder. Whatever. Mom? Her skin was bright pink and she seemed to be in very high spirits. We're only 6 minutes in, and we have 4 points. Don't fuck it up. By the looks of things, she was in the spring herself until just moments before we arrived, when she'd evidently stepped out to the kitchen to get a very large number of beverages. Why? Oh, they just mean alcohol, if you're going to go back into the house to get drinks, shouldn't you at least wipe yourself down first? You're sopping wet. Yeah, sure. Anyway, everybody grab a drink. Yay! Yay! She doesn't have a Sprite. You're the best, Yuka Mom. Yuka and Satsuki were also in very high spirits. Ooh. As was Miss Kwan. Maybe she's not drunk and I'm misreading, because Yuka and Satsuki got fucking drinks, but whatever. Hey, what do you say we take a group photo? A commemoration of the establishment of Mochida Springs. Here, everybody line up. Yeah, just like that. Now, say cheese. Cheese. Jesus. Cheese. Okay. Photo. Oh, it's just milk. Okay. Naomi and I were forced into frame as well. Like it or not, we were now a party to this madness. Alright. Our eyes were basically pinpricks at this point. None of this seemed even remotely real, and neither Naomi nor I had any idea how to react to it. I took the drink my mom handed me, and without even checking what it was, I chugged down a few gulps. I was thirstier than I thought, apparently. What flavor is this? There was a white, thick liquid inside the milk bottle I was given. It had a faint tint to it when viewed under the right light, but like the flavor, I couldn't quite identify it. This color... Is this fruit-flavored milk? I turned the bottle to read the you know what? I'm adding fucking 2 points to that. Miss Kwan, I can't... Well, that's probably the company. Okay. I'm gonna erase a point. I forgot she owns a company. Miss Kwan, I can't thank you enough for building this lovely hot spring on our property. You're welcome here anytime you'd like. Here, it's a spare key to the house. Oh my, Mrs. Mochida, I don't know what to say. Mom? Are you certain it's alright for me to have this? Of course. There wouldn't be a Mochida Springs if it weren't for you after all. Far as I'm concerned, you've got a 1-year free pass. Mom! That night, I found myself tossing and turning in my futon. I just couldn't get to sleep. For the life of me. So, I tossed the covers aside and got up. Might as well go for a dip. Okay, you only have 5 points so far. That's actually surprisingly low. This has been the craziest day I could recall. In this world, anyway. After all the commotion had died down and our many guests had departed, Dad had come home and, predictably, was in the springs right away with a carafe of his favorite sake. I had a hard time justifying Miss Kwan's arbitrary actions, not to mention my family's utter willingness to accept them, but in the end, I had to admit the hot spring was pretty nice. The rest of my family was all still sleeping, so the house was dead silent. I took off my clothes in the dressing room and slid open the glass door, and there, sitting on the edge of the spring, completely uncovered, was Miss Kwan. Do I add a point for this? I'm not even fucking sure. My face instantly turned bright red. She was a fairly attractive woman. Okay. Yeah, I'll add a point, whatever. I mean, the misunderstanding with the milk, you know, fucking, fuck you. Though looking at her now, entirely exposed as she was, revealed to me that this shapely woman wasn't quite as shapely as I'd assumed. Okay. Her body was abnormally, worryingly thin. Oh, I mean, I guess her spine's kind of bumpy. Whatever. She was the definition of gaunt, looking every bit the part of an infirmed elderly woman from the neck down. And I could have sworn I caught a slight glint from the corners of her eyes. She didn't seem to notice me, so I was half tempted to slide the door closed and pretend none of this had ever happened. But no, I had to come clean. Miss Kwan? Oh, Satoshi. Despite the fact that I was a much younger man, and her student no less, she made absolutely no effort to hide her nakedness. Okay. In fact, she... Point. Why are you in our bath at this hour? Sorry, did I wake you up? No, that's not what I... Never mind. Where's Naomi? She's sleeping soundly at my home. I called her family again today, and her mother seems to have calmed down quite a bit. That's good to hear. I was legitimately relieved, but I was also having trouble concentrating on the conversation. It took every ounce of focus I had to avert my eyes from the that's a point. Fuck you. Could you cover yourself, Miss Kwan? Oh dear. My apologies. She immediately got up from her spot and dunked herself in the water up to her neck. Due to its mineral content, this was a very effective means of at least partially obscuring her body. What about you? Aren't you cold just standing there like that? You should get in as well. I panicked at the realization that I, too, was completely naked right now. Okay, great. Yeah, I'll add a point for that. Might as well. I covered myself with my hands and could feel the blood rushing to my face, turning me what I was quite certain must have been an incredible shade of red. Yeah, that justifies a point. Recovering as best as I could from that embarrassment, I stepped into the water, choosing my spot carefully so as to put some distance between myself and Miss Kwan. Were you crying just now, Miss Kwan? Huh? I just had this strange feeling that you were. If not, then I'm sorry to ask such a weird question. Actually, I was pondering, thinking about how nice it would be if time just stopped. Miss Kwan, why are you doing all of this? Building a hot spring in a student's house, hiring private bodyguards to do your bidding. None of it makes any sense. It's all just so weird. It's making it hard for me to sleep. Are you asking about those things specifically, or do you want to know more about who I am? Both would be nice, I thought. If you're asking about those things specifically, the answer is because I want to protect others. Protect others? From what? And if you're asking about who I am, didn't I already go over that with you kids at the start of the year? Well, I was previously but a humble civil servant for a certain large corporation, then worked my way up to being a CEO, and realized I could make my dream of becoming a teacher a reality. So she's a CEO then. I guess that explains how she's able to afford all this crazy stuff. Ain't no way she fucking fought her way up there, though. At her age, probably less than 30-ish, less than 40 even. Does your corporation produce that fruit milk I was drinking earlier, too? The label said it was Niwa flavored, which I might add is kind of, yes, that's one of our products. I made it for kids like Yuka, who can't decide whether they want yogurt, plain milk, fruit milk, or coffee milk. Now, they don't have to decide. They can enjoy every flavor at once. That's kind of stupid, but okay. Oh, okay. Now, is that enough information to sate your curiosity? I can understand where Miss Kwan is coming from, I guess, but her approach is just way too haphazard. Her ideas are well-intentioned, but go far beyond all notions of good sense. I scratched my head. What's wrong? Huh? Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about your curry. My curry? She seemed genuinely confused. I guess to her, the idea of feeding me pre-chewed curry was just another stroke of brilliance, maybe. Not at all something that might keep a poor high school boy like myself up at night. Okay, weirdo. Actually, how old is Miss Kwan anyway? I really wanted to know, but couldn't bring myself to ask something so rude of a lady, even if I'm sure she wouldn't have minded. The more I thought about it, though, the more intrigued I was by this enigma. I began shiftily turning my gaze toward her in short intervals, examining her body for clues. Her face had the texture and hue of a woman in her early 20s. But her body was another story. All of her skin was as smooth and beautifully toned as that of her face, but there was so little behind it. Ribs fully exposed in every detail. Even down toward her abdomen, I could make out round indentations where her internal organs were practically jutting out. There was no muscle, no fat, just skin and bones, literally. Her proportions just didn't match up with one another. She was like a construct built out of spare parts. I almost felt as if this person soaking before me weren't even entirely human. She's probably not, but I'm just gonna ask, and this is legitimate. This is absolutely legitimate. If this is important to her character, this crazy fucking skinniness, literally just being skin and bones, why'd they give her big tits? Why? Why'd they do that? That's not how that works, is it? Aren't breasts, like, mostly fat? Maybe not all, but mostly? It doesn't fucking make sense if that's what they're going for, but whatever. Game wants to be fucking weird, so whatever. Miss Kwan suddenly let out a mischievous giggle. Crap, did she catch me staring? What is it? I was just reminiscing about my first day as assistant teacher for your class. I'll never forget it, for as long as I live. My memory there was obviously a lot different from hers. Kwan Niwa wasn't even a part of it. The TA who showed up that day, in my mind, was and always would be Yui Shishido. I could still vividly remember her tripping on the step up to the teacher's desk and tearing her skirt. Okay. She had to hold the rear of it together as a safety pin for the entire day. And even though we were now living in a different reality, a world without Miss Yui, Shinohara, Suzumoto, or Morishige, we had no memories of the alternate events from this existence. I love you. Excuse me? I'm in love, Satoshi. I'm putting a point, I don't care. That's fucking weird. Even if that's not what she means, it's fucking weird. My mind went completely blank. My eyes were swimming in my head, and I couldn't even see straight from the heat of the water. I had to have misunderstood her. With what? Miss Kwan smiled widely, and her cheeks turned a rosy red hue. But only for a split second. Then she was back to looking wistful again. Pangs of undue guilt and dread began to well up inside of me. I knew what the next word out of her mouth was going to be. You. Putting another point. We're at 11 now, by the way, in case you haven't been keeping track. Miss Kwan was almost like a mass of innocence as she spoke that single word. Her eyes locked onto mine and froze them solid. I couldn't look away. Come on! Stop messing with me. When you're done with your soak, please go straight home, okay? Also, you're very close. I was dumbfounded. I immediately and very quickly got out of the bath and headed for the dressing room. This was all just too weird. I looked back at Miss Kwan and, unsurprisingly, she seemed almost deflated. She was looking down at the water in a state of utter dejection. I turned to face her, still feeling a strange mix of guilt and awkwardness, but allowing the guilt to dominate for a moment. Miss Kwan? I'm not messing with you. After saying this, she closed her eyes and turned bright red, and I was pretty sure it wasn't from the heat. Despite her physique, she seemed like a schoolgirl in that moment. I began to waver in my convictions. I felt like I had to justify not returning her sentiment. But I don't know anything about you! She twitched a little at this. Had I gone too far? Was I supposed to know more about her in this reality than I actually did? After the longest few seconds in recent memory, her head drooped and a look of absolute sadness washed over her face. I'd never seen her like this before. Crap. I didn't mean to hurt her. She had to have known that. But what she didn't know, and what I couldn't really explain, was that I'd only been a part of this reality for a very, very short time now, so I genuinely didn't know anything about her. I tried to think of a way to convey this to her, but my mind kept drawing blanks. It was all just too absurd, too fantastical, too implausible. Miss Kwan, No, it's alright. I'm sorry to have sprung that on you. She slowly turned her back to me. Part of me was relieved by her acceptance, I guess, but another part of me was still absolutely riddled with guilt. There was a moment of silence, and then Miss Kwan's white waterproof wristwatch broke it with a sudden, loud beep. Ugh. All the sadness in her expression gave way to surprise as the numbers on her watch's display, which I realized now hadn't changed this whole time, began counting down. It felt almost as if I'd been saved by the bell, so to speak, and forced a small laugh, hoping that this interruption might help to move the topic away from me. Miss Kwan, what kind of watch is that? Is it measuring something? She smiled. It's part of my research. This timer had stopped, but it's on the move again now. Is she actually able to pause time? Are you bullshitting me? A timer? Oh, is this research for your company? It is. There was something about this smile of hers that was strangely haunting. It would come to leave a lasting impression on me. Well, I think it's about time to head home. I took the day off today, but rest assured, I'll be back at school tomorrow. See you then. Miss Kwan? I just wanted to say, thanks to you, Naomi and Yuka seem a lot happier now. I'm so glad. I think the same can be said for me, Yoshiki and Shinozaki. So, thank you. Thank you for healing my friend's wounds in this strange new world, is what I was trying to convey. And somewhere, deep down, I think the sentiment got through. I'm pleased to hear you say that. And I want to thank you as well, Satoshi. With that, she slowly and meticulously waded her way to the edge of the spring. Whoopsie daisy. At which point she stepped out of the water directly in front of me. Okay, I had already put my pen down because I thought I wouldn't have to write any fucking more points. Number 12. You really need to cover yourself, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, well that was fucking stupid. 12 points out of potential 20. That wasn't too bad, but for a 25-ish minute scene, that's one every 2 minutes. Also, her whole fucking I love you thing, that's fucking weird! Urgh! But whatever, alright. Let's go. Okay, dying. Dying. What was that fucking headbang? Alright, locker room. I don't know if there's anything I have to do in here, but yeah, I'll save over that, which is again the locker room, but whatever. Alright, let's look at my inventory. So I still don't fucking know what to do at the pool. all I got was victory. You know what? I'm actually gonna check the last room I would expect to check. I'm checking the gym. Reason I'm checking the gym is because last time, the progression was in the fucking art room. The last room I would think to check, because that's where I had just done a fucking story event. So I'm gonna look and see if there's like a fucking, I don't know, scuba tank in here. I can't go in here. Oh shit, thing's gone now. Where the pillar of the 6 demons previously stood, there's now just a massive hole. A warm wind blows up from deep within. Okay. Hello? Anything? Piece of wood? Don't tell me I can fucking... Wow, okay. This plank of wood seems like it could come in handy. New sport, okay, well I think I know where to use that. Do these doors do anything? Nope. Do. I'm sorry? Invisible box. What about this door? Also affixed to the wall. Alrighty. I think I know where to use the loose board. I'm glad I checked here, because, yup, that's where the progression was. Go me. They call me Godzi for a reason, because that's what I called myself, but it's also because God is in the name, which is only because God is in Godzilla, which is where my name comes from, in case you didn't know that. And if you didn't know that, how? What's my channel icon? Did you think it was just a big lizard? Did you think it was coincidence? When you look up my name on YouTube, you literally get the fucking Eminem Godzilla song, which never used to be the top fucking search result until after he released that song. Fuck ass. Still bitter. Jesus fuck, I swear. This stamina is so fucking pointless, I swear. Alright, can I use this here? No? Oh, yes. Or, this gap is too wide to jump. There's gotta be something we can use to cross it, though. Okay, yeah. Loose board. Yay! Fucking finally. Alright, so, yep. This probably goes to the pump room. I wonder if this key will work. Yep. Yes, it fits! Okay. I forgot about one of the dead bodies out there, but I'll check it in a minute. That sound. Okay, the pool water should be drained now. Let's check it out. I'm sorry, am I not allowed to stay in the pump room? It's not drained. Huh? What are the spikes? What the hell is this? The pool wasn't drained. Instead, it was frozen. Oh. Wow, but how did this happen? Okay, yeah, just fucking... God, seriously, just wait for me, damn it! I swear. I got rid of the body. Oh! Ow! Seriously, don't just... Ah? What? What's wrong? Look. Is that the next fucking pillar thing? The center of the frozen pool was lit up, with a large pink mass visible beneath the surrounding ice. It was impossible to tell exactly what this mass was, however, through the cloudiness of the frozen, muddied water. What is it? I don't know. A jellyfish? Or an octopus, maybe? Not that that would make any sense. This is where the charm is directing us, though. See? Uh-oh. The ice is breaking, isn't it? What the? I got a bad feeling about this. Let's get out of here, Shinozaki! Boom! Okay. Ah! Shinozaki, can you swim? My feet can't quite. What was that? Who cares? Just swim over to me! Ah! What's wrong? Something touched me! There's something in the water! Okay, it's going to be alright, okay? Grab onto my shoulders, but don't panic! If you apply too much pressure, we'll both drown. Okay. God, I'm just glad she learned to swim after almost drowning here before. Walking. What's going on? I'm not getting any closer. Oh, okay. Bursting from the very center of the pool, there were now large pink tendrils of flesh flowing about, each one stained liberally with blood. God damn! Like something out of a nightmare! Kishinuma began to tremble at the sight of this bizarre monstrosity. Though it probably had more to do with the fact that we were both now being pulled toward the center of the pool by a sudden water current. You gotta be fucking kidding me! Okay. Rad. Oh! Okay. Nope, fuck you. I'm walking underwater. Hey, don't touch me. I'm out, bitch. I don't know how that worked. I'm creature. Oh, fuck. 3, 2, 1, launch! Shinozaki! Damn it! Let her go! God damn it! For a moment, all hope seemed lost. Then, all at once, there was a flash, a brief shing, and the unmistakable squelch of metal slicing through meat, and the octopus's arm was severed. Oh, she just fell straight down. Ah! I give up, fuck you. Oh, okay. An ear-piercing sound echoed through the entire fenced-in area, and the whole atmosphere suddenly changed. The water reverted to its normal muddy color, with the light rain and the wind subtly etching their usual patterns across the muck. What just happened? Shinozaki! Hey! You okay? I'm still alive, so I'm fine. Could have fooled me. I was clearly not fine, but Kishinuma's nervous laugh had a certain reassuring quality to it. Okay, hi. Me too. At the poolside stood a strangely dressed girl brandishing an enormous scythe. You know, I figured it could have been her, but I didn't want to say for sure. There's nothing fine about either of you. Everything you're doing in here is reckless and foolish. I hope you're at least learning your lesson. You! Who are... Pleasure to meet you, Ayumi Shinozaki. My name is Magari Mizuki. I'm an executive officer in the Martubas, and I just saved your life, luckily enough. You're the one who saved us? Thank you. Martubas.
Are you referring to the secret society that calls themselves Martuba's Tomb? I didn't realize it actually existed. So, what's your involvement here? How do you know about us? We're supposed to be a secret society.
Yeah, well, Shinozaki's an expert on old urban legends and stuff. Not much she doesn't know. Magari glanced at Kishinuma for a moment with an ice-cold expression.
You groped my boobs, you bastard! Once I kill Misuto, you're next.
What the hell are you talking about? I didn't grope a damn thing! So listen to her, Shinozaki! I mean, look, I'm sorry I latched onto you, but I needed to come here in order to protect her, no matter what.
You're wasting your time protecting someone like her.
You just protected her, bitch. Inconsistent cunt.
What? The hell gives you the right to say that?
Magari ignored Kishinuma's question completely and turned her attention to me.
You weren't able to obtain the Book of Shadows here, were you? I was assured you had the ability to return the Nirvana back into the book, so I've been helping you out from behind the scenes. What?
You have? This revelation seemed to instantly calm Kishinuma's rage.
I don't have it, but that's because I was tricked. You don't have the book. The means are irrelevant. All I care about is the end. And you failed miserably. You've wasted my time. You're completely worthless.
Nope.
So this is one of the crystals of the 6 demons, is it? It's blue, so that would make it the Sephiroth of Mercy. So you want to know who I am, do you? Yeah? Well then, once again, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm your enemy.
Oh, lovely. Magari took the glowing stone and attached it to her necklace.
Hey! If you keep on following that fucking Yagura,
I was told it's actually pronounced.
That fucking Yagura Misuto's orders, make sure you're prepared to die. I'll be taking this. Wait! You see all those red letters everywhere? You have no idea just how big a curse you're messing with here. So don't stir up the Nirvana any more than you already have.
Curse? What are you talking about?
Please, give it back!
Oh, okay, she can just fucking moon jump. That bitch!
This is really bad. What do we do now?
Whatever we do, we have to catch her or we can't get home. Shinozaki, stay indoors. I'll be back.
Wait, Kishinuma! I'm going with you!
Oh, okay, we're here? I wanted the name tag. Do I care enough to go back and get it? Not really.
Kishinuma! God, where did he go?
Okay, fuck. I'm gonna leave the save spot at least, just for the sake of it. Alright, I ran a little bit forward, and now...
I haven't seen any trace of Aiko or Misuto either.
Oh, blood. Great. Dun, dun, dun.
That door really scares me. I'm gonna go in it. Or not. Eek!
You can't fit through that.
That's...
It was the enormous man I'd seen before passing out when I first arrived here in this new heavenly host. We've seen this guy? Why is he just fucking Pyramid Head? The giant who stood before me wore a steel helmet and was spattered with blood all over his body. Am I gonna have to run? Oh god, yeah, he's too fast. He swung his giant axe at me. Its blade alone was easily the size of a human body.
Yeah!
I dodged his swing, but the floor of the school where it struck was utterly destroyed on impact. If that thing had hit me, there'd have been no chance of survival. Run away! Survive the attack for 60 seconds. What? Okay. Oh! Alright, another one! Ow. Oh, fuck!
Oh god, is there no way out of here?
Fuck you. A sinister aura permeates the area ahead. There might as well be a wall blocking any forward movement beyond this point. Don't put me over there! Right, go, 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 go. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh my god, my health. Alright, I'm a fucking loop him around this. Okay, this actually isn't that hard. Ow! I did it. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Why were there 3?
Yeah?
Oh, and then they disappear.
What's happening? Kishinuma! Where are you? I hate this.
Nope, ring ring. Fucking Misuto, probably. It was Misuto. Hey, hard at work, huh? Did you get hit by an axe?
I can't take this anymore. I got separated from my friend, and all I want to do is go home.
Man, your endurance is shit, isn't it?
You don't have to talk to me like that, you know.
Yeah. There are only 2 pillars left, right? Each time you break the seal on one of them, I can feel it. I can feel the Nirvana's energy wavering. That's how I know you're hard at work. And doing your best. A sudden and unambiguously genuine compliment like that from Misuto, of all people, reassured me more than it probably should have. I began to get misty-eyed.
One of them was taken by a girl named Magari, though.
Magari Mizuki, huh? Things haven't been going as planned for her, so I'll bet she's pissed as hell right now. I wouldn't worry too much, though. She's after the same thing we are. So she'll show up again to try to get the other crystals. And when she does, we can nab the one she took.
Okay.
So, let's keep on going, I guess. I'm in what looks to be the core of the school, so I'm gonna do a little digging of my own. Trust me, we'll find each other. And when we do, we'll get the hell out of here together.
Alright, I'll do the best I can.
That's a good girl. Okay, jungle gym. Except Misuto was actually talking to me from back home. Oh, great. He was standing on top of a jungle gym during the entire conversation, to be exact. He was letting me do the dirty work, while he used the Ever After stones to jump back to the real world on his own. There was no way I could have known that, though. I'd resolved to just soldier onward and unlock the remaining pillars, truly believing that Misuto would swoop in and save me in the end, so he's bad, huh? What a surprise. We'll fight our way back to reality together, Ayumi. As he stared intently at the black sphere in the sky, a creepy smile spread across Misuto's lips. And in his hand, he held a thick, black, hard-bound tome that bore a striking resemblance to the Book of Shadows. Oh, lovely. Who would have guessed the old man's manuscript could come in handy in a place like this? If there's no Book of Shadows in there, I'll just have to make my own. Alright. Chapter 4, Pillars of the Six Demons, to be continued. Wow, that was a long fucking chapter. New Encyclopedia Obscura entries have been unlocked. Strawberry Milk Bun, Cell Phone, Mio Yuzuki, Pool, Satsuki Mizuhara, EX Chapter 3 has been unlocked. Achievement unlocked, The Unconceding. Why is Shimada the fucking icon? He's big dead. Alright, whatever. Okay. Sick. I guess I'm gonna end this episode here then. It's a little short, but I beat the chapter, so what's it matter, I guess. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I don't know, the writing in this game is so all over the place. Like, as a whole, but at least Ayumi's part isn't that bad. It's fucking weird, but it's not that bad, per se. I don't know. The gameplay's not great, because imagine how long I'd probably still be looking for that board in the gym if I had thought, nah, don't go back to the gym, that's stupid. But, oh well. That's gonna be it for this episode, guys. If you liked it, then be sure to press the like button, and if you didn't like it, then fuck you too. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye! Yeah.